Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is spank that like button to help this video reach a wider audience. Before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, the Freec Genesis ebook. This is a 19-page ebook about basic financial literacy, increasing productivity and achieving your financial goals. It's only $10. If you're not interested in a book about financial literacy, you can also visit this creator's YouTube channel. It's called Freec God, where he has scantily clad videos of attractive ladies, there to keep you entertained. Subscribe to his channel if you like them mommy milkers. Both sponsor links are down below. And now on with the memes. Number one is an article about a Gen Zer who started a Lonely Fools page to make money, but it didn't work out and now she's completely broke and feels lost. Not to mention if guys find out about this, they won't even want to date her. The average woman only makes $150 on there and wrecks her ability to keep a chat forever. Those pictures and videos will be on the internet forever. Moving on, here's proof that politicians lack principles. Biden is heard saying that women don't have the sole right to say what happens to their bodies, as he voted to overturn Roe v. Wade back in the day. Biden is a career politician saying whatever he can to stay in office and steal from the taxpayers. In 1985, he also said the N-word out loud twice during a hearing. This guy flip-flops more than pancakes at IHOP. Number 3, Denmark bans burqas and tells Muslims to adjust their culture or face legal consequences or leave the country. They're trying to pander to conservatives, but it's not exactly a bold move from a government that brought them in the first place. In coming years, I'm sure there'll be politicians voted in to send all the ones that don't assimilate back to their countries of origin. Up next in India, a man fell asleep when he woke up and his genitals were gone, as a prank orchestrated by another man in collusion with doctors. Relax, it's just a prank, bro. I hope they also gave him a nice set of hooters. Beware when checking into an Indian hospital. Read the fine print and pray to Ganesh before going under the knife in Pajit land. They got him good. I mean her. She was going to go into a rage, but the testosterone is gone, so she mellowed right out. It's a real story. The guy that played the prank then said he was a woman now, and he was going to marry him. The doctors deny the claims and say he had the operation willingly, but the hospital is involved in the illegal organ trade, so his testicles were probably put on ice and sent elsewhere. Number 5, discount Jen Ortega here says that she's too pretty to flip burgers at McDonald's, so she quits. Her lips and nose look like they've had some work done to them. Either that or a bee got to her lips. She probably paid for this article as a gnat to get some rich guy to fall in love with her and rescue her. She also looks like she needs to do something with the caterpillars growing on her forehead. Moving on, this woman is saying that both sides of the government are corrupt. She looks very traditional and with no tattoos and long hair. But just remember, guys, that both traditional and feminist women are both corrupt as well. The con in tradcon doesn't stand for conservative. It stands for con artist with the cooch. Most men are too stupid to realize that women are chameleons. Number 7, here are the states that block the hub as of July 1st, 2024. I checked it out by using a VPN from Texas, and it checks out. How long before every state does this to protect the children's, while really stripping away the rights of men that just want to rub one out? This won't help fertility rates or protect kids. Kids in those states will sign up for free VPNs as well. Plus, this is just one site. There are millions of others that won't be banned. Up next, female Democrat politicians are radical in the streets while being colonized in the sheets. Colonized by what? Smiling soy boys, perhaps. But they want men with a lighter complexion because those men are of higher status. At the very same time, they're going out as hypocrites saying that white men are the greatest threat to America. The guy in the top right looks like Ben Armstrong from BitBoy Crypto for some reason. Number 9, this plus-size model urges Hooters to be more inclusive and hire bigger servers. If they do that, then they'll also have to provide vomit bags for their paying customers. Why don't women make their own businesses up, like Hooters, and call it plumpers? There are plenty of guys attracted to women like this that would tip them really well. Then again, it would probably fail because those wings would never make it to the customer's table. Moving on, this Target shopper, I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, ordered 3 queer books online, and they sent the Bible. Peter Parker over at Target wonders how they even got in there. Last year was a disaster for Target, so I guess they're trying to make up for it or something. This person says that someone should get fired. I say promote the person that sent this book because Target looks way more based and will probably help boost its sales as a result. Number 11 is Valerie, and she's looking for someone to rescue her and her kids from their low-income life. She says the past doesn't matter and she's looking for a positive male role model in her kids' lives. One or more of her kids may actually be disabled. Poor, check. Single mom, check. Delusional, check. Disabled in some way, check. Any sane man will run for his life like Forrest Gump. But there are plenty of simps out there that will run towards her. That's a hard pass. The disability her kids have is that they were actually raised by her. Up next here, Hiroshima and Detroit in 1945 as well as today. The moral of the story is it's easier to recover from a nuclear bomb than it is to recover from 5 decades of cultural enrichment and socialist policies. As Bain always says, victory has defeated you. Europe is also about to experience the same thing and realize that multiculturalism will destroy all who embrace it. Number 13, do you trust Tucker Carlson more than the mainstream media? Yes, of course. Do I trust him 100% though? No. Because of his recent love of Moscow and the Putin regime, while it's better than the West, still isn't perfect. Anyone that's ever been canceled by both the left and the right is all right in my books, because that means that he's moderate and has common sense, and some normalcy behind what he says. He also gives some of the most interesting people in the world a voice on his platform. Moving on, in Canada, this man owns the Mad Wax body waxing service, and he's now been ordered to pay $35,000 to a trans woman because he wouldn't wax male genitalia. The individual in question claims that Jason here misgendered and traumatized him, and now he has to pay. This is what happens when the woke mind virus takes over your country. You will wax the woman penis, and you will be happy about it. Now you know that more men will be pulling the same stunt for a big payoff. Number 15, show people this when they say, bro, maybe you should try dating sites. This is what you'll find on there. Land whales, single mother coal burners, angry man haters, and trans women. Only the desperate women are on dating sites. But there are always tradcucks out there somewhere that believe they can save these women. Dating sites don't work if you want to find a normal woman that doesn't have one of these problems. Up next, doesn't everyone wonder why there are no women accusing Barack Obama of sexual assault? Women know. But I remember that one guy talking about Obama and him getting down in a limo, as well as his chef mysteriously drowning in the vacation house. I just learned the other day that the Antichrist has no interest in women. I didn't know that. No one would think any less of Obama if he did come out as the first gay president. Number 17, this Atlanta judge was arrested for assaulting a police officer in a nightclub. Looks like mugshots never lie when it comes to a woman's looks. If you want to see what a woman looks like without makeup, then either take them swimming or get them arrested. It's baffling how you can't even tell they're both the same person, now can you? Also, let's see her college test scores because she's most likely a DEI hire. Moving on, Sophie, age 20, says that she's like a microwave. Easy to turn on, warm inside, and if you put a baby in her, she'll end it. She's got a great sense of humor because there's no way that she's 20. Probably much closer to 40. At least she's posting all of her red flags. Probably hoping that they distract her from her real age. Number 19, most wives have asked their husbands if they're a wife or a maid. But have husbands ever asked if they're the woman's bodyguard, driver, meal ticket, delivery boy, mechanic, electrician, etc.? Of course not. You just do those things for your wife because you love her. But if she won't do those things for you without stirring up drama, that is a good hint that she's incapable of loving you. She doesn't love you because you're a utility. But if you treat her like a utility, she ends up freaking out. Up next here, women before and after the wall. At first they don't need you and you're garbage. But later on they wonder where all the good men have gone and wish they had one. The power of one cat. The power of two cats. The power of many cats. This wall is called the Chad Wall. It's when they can no longer attract the top 5% of men that they're attracted to because those guys are busy with younger and more attractive ladies. Number 21, one of life's greatest pleasures is to read a book in total silence. Maybe there are two things going on here. If you see a lady giving a Hummer, then you've got a problem and your mind is in the gutter. Then again, maybe this guy's reading the book titled Hawk 2. I don't think many of us really understand why that chick became so popular. Moving on, imagine if you're trying to get into your email account and they ask you to select all the images of the human female. I think that we would all fail. I think I might see an actual female waitress in the mirror though. Here's a better one that's a lot easier. Identify the man in this picture. Whoever created this, believe it or not, believes that you'll have trouble doing so. I wonder who that could be. Number 23, Kurt Russell, proves that he's based and against all the woke nonsense out there. At least Pliskin didn't let us down. He points out that the Democrats are the real enemies of the state because they want to abolish the First, Second, Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendments to the Constitution, as well as the borders, the Electoral College, SCOTUS, and probably many other things he forgot to mention. Unfortunately, it looks like Snake here didn't say that. I wish he did though. Up next, do kids really need this book to explain that night their dad went to jail? This has to be racist because why isn't that Bunny white? So therefore it's probably targeting black children. Then again, if you look at that cover closely, his dad is actually guilty of poaching fish. He should have gotten a license. I'm sure that the sequel to this book will be called My Dad's in Prison, and this one is way more realistic. Number 25 and the last one, what's a better choice these days? An American woman or a Thai man? I'm going to guess that in this case the only choice is to stay single forever. But the American woman might be a better one in this case. I've never been one to shy away from a fat fixer-upper. I'd tie her down and feed her less and less over a couple years. And then I'd have a properly sized wham in, minus the saggy skin of course. In the future, most men will choose option C, the AI or robot girlfriend. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making it, then donate at the PayPal and subscribe star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.